Is Twitch not picking it up? Hmm. Always fun to deal with these types of problems, isn't it? Oh, nope. Says it's on Twitch. And YouTube claims it's on. Gonna verify. And we're live. All right, cool, perfect. So, today is more web development, but I've looked up a slight amount more than than I did last time. Last time was no preparation and no knowledge. Today is minimal preparation and minimal knowledge. So you already know that we're definitely being dysfunctional. Um, how do I create a new section in Milanote? I don't know how to do this. So we used Milanote in the interloper stream. I'm sorry, my throat's being a little weird today. So we used Milanote last time for the interloper timeline and the Ida Machinima timeline. What I think I have to do is create another segment because I'm pretty sure I don't have. From what this says, I think I need to pay to be able to have multiple projects. If not, I might be confused. Is it? It just had me log in, right? Hold on, wait. I'm gonna redo this. Milano, log in. It doesn't even. Hold on, wait. I want to check something. I know I'm getting like really. I know I'm like not doing this on the stream because I want to test this for security reasons. Does this work? Or do I need to? Okay, okay, okay. I was gonna say I think I just noticed a very big security flaw in Milanote if that worked or not. What I was testing is the way Milanote works is that it shows this, which I think is my board ID and slash home or my I don't know what it is. But I was like, wait a minute, it didn't make me go into the login page and like sign in with my email. So I was worried for a minute that you can just kind of log into anyone's page. Luckily, that's apparently not what it is. Okay, how do I think I have to make an entirely new section for the website. Um, that's not great. Whatever. Whatever. All right. We're going to create a new, is it note or board? Um, what are these? Don't want notifications. These are, can't tell for shit. So we're going to do note. Nope, that's not what it is. Crash. Okay, trying to do this for organization is like not a great idea. Website ideas. Perfect. Has a neat little icon. Oh, choose a template. Website ideas. Top pick. Oh shit. Okay, yeah, none of this is what I want. Empty board. Um, so kind of an inspiration I had was fat electrician. Wait, no. Uh, The fat electrician. And we're gonna look at his website because his website is a template that I actually quite like the idea of mostly. So this is a pretty clean looking design. He's a history YouTuber, as I said in the previous stream. So we have a email alert box here, and then like most recent videos, whatever, linked, all that. And then there's links, and they have this neat little hover thing. Kind of just change randomly a little bit. It's hard to tell, but I kind of like this idea. And this one's like popping out, so I guess it's like, please visit that one or bring attention to it. Then we have logo, and this is fit to the background. And we have that, which, okay. Interesting. So let's try and see how we can incorporate some of these features. I don't know why I even opened Milanote at this point. I'm not. Is that? All right, whatever. So we're gonna have to hold on. Wait, I gotta. All right, I'm gonna write a note for myself to do something like this. Ah, shit. What happened? YouTube just reloaded. I don't know what the fuck happened. Uh, okay, so we are going to focus on trying to get this to look better. So if we go and I go into File Explorer and I go into Documents, we have Index. There we go. This is our website as it currently looks. Yes, it is dog shit, but that is just what we have right now. So we have it linked to the channel. We know how to use links. We know how to use the shitty sound feature, which is bad because I just put a Morse code file that I randomly had. Oh, we have the hover feature. It doesn't look as good as I'd like it to, but you know, it's something. It's better to have something than nothing because then we can just base it off of it. And then we have the ability to link to another page. I don't know why this loads so slow. You probably noticed that. Like this, oh shit, this section loaded, this image loaded slower than the link. And then we have it linked to the YouTube channel because this is kind of ending up to be the channel page. I kind of wanted to work on some back-end development today, but I think I'm going to focus on learning how to make this look nicer in HTML. I think that's what we're going to focus on doing, like working on the actual CSS. So we have this web page. We have the JS backend, which is currently just play audio and pause audio feature, because that's apparently a backend thing that I needed to create. My intention was that we could create a game on the website and like add games or some shit, because I do kind of want this to be my pseudo professional website, but also a channel website where you can actually dick around and have fun on it. So this is what that dog shit website looked like. Hold on, wait, I want to check something. How did we do that grade? Did we do a gradient? I can't remember. Yeah, we did a light gradient here. I wonder if we could have a gradient like go from the inside out. I don't know, we'll work on that. So this will be our main page that we're working off of. I kind of looking at this on a more blown up perspective. I kind of hate this design. A game? Oh no. Don't worry. I found it on Build Your Own X where there's a snake game in HTML. So I actually have a tutorial for that one. Actually, we can look at it right now. Build your own. Fuck, I cannot spell. Build your own X. By the way, for those who are interested in coding, this is an amazing fucking repo to go to on GitHub. We go to, I just like doing this part. Oh, building your own snake using only JS, HTML, and CSS. Then you go link, and then we go to this page that's all white mode for some reason. So yeah, this is going to be a future project. We're going to do that eventually. But yeah, Ray could not join us for the stream today. He's being a little bitch. I'm kidding. His college classes came back in, so he needs to actually fucking focus on that. All right, well, let's actually get to the CSS and coding of it. So, uh, hmm. Choosing how I want to make this page look is going to be the hard part. Because I'm not very good with design, and I'm not quite sure what design we want to go with. Yeah, I'm going to look at another cool math game. Someone said cool math game, so I'm kind of curious. What does that website look like? Let's just dissect it. So we have one background, we have a bunch of list items, we have this top thing. Actually, I want to learn how to make this. We can make the hover thing, and we can make it just kind of do that. This is possible. And then we have like links down here. Cut off, so this must be a div. I didn't know that There Is No Game was on here. That's neat. All right. I don't know how these got centered. It's probably something that has to do with a div or a span. And then okay. No, this is padding, I think. Trying to dissect another website is a bit difficult. All right. You've never heard of Cool Math, seriously? No, I have. It's just they changed their UI. I haven't played Cool Math games in a long time. I don't have time in class. I'm too busy sleeping. Okay. Yeah, I don't remember when the last time I've played Cool Math games was. Now I think about it. Okay. So this is a cool template that we can try and go off of. All right, yeah, let's build that. So what I want to do first is look over here. So we have this padding, then this is kind of like the natural border, I'm pretty sure. So, hold on. I'm gonna go back to Cool Math Games and see how this looks in Inspect Element. The section I want to check specifically. Control Shift I. Then we're gonna find it. Oh, my school is banned Cool Math, so I just do puzzles through Google Puzzle Party or look up nerd shit. Yeah, fair enough. I do the nerd shit part. Problem is they banned most of my nerd shit. Like all the coding websites and documentation sites I use to just kind of look at shit sometimes, they fucking blocked half of them. But the weird thing is sometimes it's only blocked in certain classes, and I know damn well some of these teachers are not technologically savvy enough to do it themselves. We don't want to look at the head. We want the body. Where was that? Site-wide alert. I don't know what that is. We want. Oh, this is the area we want. We want header class equals page header. Okay, interesting. This is what we want. So we want to look at this area. Navbar, a navbar class. What's a navbar class? Navbar class HTML. Because I know what the nav is. I saw that one on the HTML CSS navigation bar. All right, let's look this up. Oh, perfect. This is kind of what we wanted. Hold on, it goes to .asp. What's .asp? Is that a different file? Even the IT department hardly knew what they were doing. Yeah, I dated someone whose older brother was in the IT department, and he didn't seem to know a lot of what he was doing. Now let's remove the bullets and margins and padding. Okay, wait. We're gonna try this ourselves. What does it look like? Hold on. Like for test links as a real website, these would be URLs. Oh, okay, I get it. So, okay. And then we're gonna go the style? No, this is not what we want. We want a nicer navigation bar. Horizontal nav bar. Yes, we want something like this. How do we make that? Inline list items. Okay, so okay, got it. So how do we do this? Display inline. Oh, that's how you do inline displays. I was looking it up on the HTML documentation, but I didn't know how to do that. So we're gonna have li colon or 1. This is in the style sheet. We can just have that under the head. Is li the common thing for name, or 'cause I've seen li before a lot. I don't know if that's just like standardized or whatever. Background color. Okay, so this is making the background blocks. Is added to the links to show the link area. Hold on. Okay, yeah, interesting. And then example, and then this is gonna be the one with color. Okay, I like this actually. So, because it's all href, I'm assuming these have to be links to other web pages, which I'm fine with doing that, but okay. So, hover, we have that. Hover background color, and you change to hashtag 111. Are these hex codes? Hold on, wait. Pound sign 111 hex code? Oh, okay, so it's the hue of 0 degrees, saturation 7 degrees of the problem. Let's just go RGB and see what this is. I don't know its hex code. Okay, yeah, so this is a darker color, so that's correct. I don't know why I assumed it would be fucking wrong, but we're gonna have to learn about hex codes, or we're gonna just have to get a hex code picker. Now why does that sound like a slur? Text decoration none. Interesting. So we have class active href home. I wonder what this means. Class equals active. Well, that's going to be something we can set up. So let's go through this again. Uh, what does the active part mean? I want to check out what active means. If we go navbar, href default.asp. So we don't need to UI and li elements make perfect sense. This one doesn't have the active section. This one doesn't have it either. This one doesn't have it. Only this one does. Class equals active. Wait, did they write a class named active? Class equal active HTML? What does this mean? Yes, I'm aware what the navigation element means, but what does the active part mean? Class equals active is applied to the home link, making it visually distinct using the CSS.active. Wait, where's the .active rule? Oh, hold on. Am I stupid? Is it in here and I'm just really that dumb? I swear I don't see it. Is there a different file? No, that's not it. What? Hold on, I am so confused. What? Oh wait, actually I want to change to dark mode theme. Um, hold on, where is this class written? LIA is hover. Okay, I understand that. You hover and then it changes. Hmm. I'm confused on where the dot active section is in this. But that's also not my problem at the moment. So we're just going to use AI and go off this active class example, which sets dot active be that. Okay. So let us learn to make a basic nav bar. We should probably do the style types as well. So line, the inline is text align center, line style type none, list style type none. Where's the inline section? Yo, hey, welcome to the stream. Vitamin protein. Okay, so I might be stupid. Why? Where's inline? Hidden list style type none. Is the inline what causes it to do that? Hmm. All right, we're gonna have to just kind of go with it. Let's go off of this one. This one's probably simpler. Was good, Moosh? Hey, General JV. Were you in the last stream? I I remember seeing your name recently. If doc type is not specified, floating sums can produce unexpected results. Floating sums? Wait, how? Hold on. Where are we adding? Well, not just the text. Ah, interesting. So we're all right. Let's focus on making it look nice before we add that navigation bar, because we don't really have anything to navigate to at the moment. We'll make a gray gradient. Types of gradients in HTML. Lego minor stream. Oh, okay. Using CSS gradients. CSS gradients geek for geeks. All right, what are we building? Hey, welcome to the stream. We're trying to build a website from scratch with little to no experience. Geeks for geeks. So, okay, so we can do this. What type of gradient do I want? This is a repeating linear gradient. Interesting. That screams early 2000 corporate, like, ooh, I like that actually. That's neat. This is kind of what I was looking at, but I don't really like how that looks. This is also all right. Ray Ray is fucking calling me. All right, what do you want? Hey, ¿qué pasó, eh? What do you mean? Look, I can't have Discord open right now. I'm on a second display. Check my phone. Okay, god damn you. Just because you sent me links doesn't mean I looked at them. Why'd you send 6? I'm already on links. All right, well, actually, no, I'm going to take you off speakerphone. I don't trust you saying anything into the mic. All right. All right, adios. Fuck off. Go back to your college classes, you fucking nerd. So that was the person who I had on stream last time. What type of website? A pseudo-professional website. Yo, hello, this popped up for me. What are you up to? Trying to learn HTML and CSS. Like, what kind of website? Is it full stack or just front end? Currently just front end, but we're going to go full stack eventually because I have to learn it eventually. Oh, hey, Lazy Witch. Good to see you in a stream again. Ooh, I kind of like this gradient. But the thing is, okay, so to those who are new to the stream, I am interested in coding and cybersecurity. I've currently kind of do IT work. I'm going to be setting up a Plex server later. That's going to be off stream though, because I have to figure out how to set up a Plex server. I'm probably going to actually make that a video on the second channel. That might be funny. But this website is fuck. Where's the website? This website is effectively going to be a blog/professional website. So yes, it is, to answer that question, it is eventually going to be full stack. However, I'm fucking stupid. So it's not going to be full stack for a little bit. I need to learn HTML and CSS and then figure out how to connect all of that with JavaScript. So we're going to try and figure that out. That's what these dev streams are going to be. Okay, this is neat. I like this. So there's really not much of a limit for what you can do with CSS. As fucking confusing as this looks. Nerd, yeah. He deserves it. He said, okay, I'll let you know if I can be in the stream to help on day of which I said, okay, that's fine. And he texted me like an hour ago saying, I can't be on stream. And I'm like, oh shit, I forgot I'm streaming today. So can't be too mad at him, but. So I kind of like the repeating linear gradient. I think we're going to try this for our background. We're not going to have it bright like this. We're going to try and keep it a gray neutral for right now, and we're going to see how that looks. Unless I decide to fucking change it. So this is within the HTML page. I'm going to move this to my other screen just so I can see the code at the same time. I won't be able to see the chat at the same time, though, because, I only have so many monitors. Well, actually, that's not true. I have many other monitors, but they don't have HDMI. And this laptop only has one HDMI output, so yeah. All right. Are you on a college campus? No, I am not. I'm just making fun of him because he told me, because of his college classes starting up, that he's not going to be able to do streams. Well, not as often. I'm going to force him eventually. And he knows that. He knows he doesn't have long for until I force him to do it again. Okay. So for main, we have height 200 pixels, background color white. So I think this is for a div. No, this is for the title section. Oh, no. Title, never mind. I'm stupid. Title is what the page is called. Damn, good luck, bro. You got it. What knowledge do you got, or just learning along the way? Um, Web development knowledge, none. But I have multiple years of coding experience. I just always chose to stay away from HTML and CSS specifically. I've taken a class in JavaScript and Java, so I can write it. But planning, minimal. It's not that I'm going in completely blind. I have development experience. Keep going, bro. What are your thoughts on backend frameworks like Django, FastAPI, Node.js with Express, or Spring Boot? Nowadays, Go is almost becoming popular, is being used by so many companies. To get a job, which one should I pick? I have no idea. So he won't have free will, is what I'm hearing, pretty much. I haven't actually played with any of those frameworks. I do know Django, FastAPI, and Node.js with Express because I've attacked all of them. My experience at the moment is currently cybersecurity and mostly red teaming. I'm not the best at it, but that's currently my experience. So, I mean, they all can make fine websites, but I don't have experience in development, only attacking them. And I'm currently working to try and learn all this. But I've been told for server hosting, if you're going to host it yourself, Nginx is something that a lot of people like. So how does this style format work? So we have .geek. So I'm just reading the Geeks for Geeks explanation. So they have a thing that says .geeks. So the class is geeks, and that's what the div is. So the div, I'm guessing, is the background, and then the GFG section of this is how the text is aligned. Okay. I'm understanding this now. So we're gonna make okay, yeah, we're gonna do something for the text first. .moosh. This wants us to do curly braces, so we're gonna have text align is should we do this? Yeah, let's do it center. That's probably best for right now. Font size, I'm just gonna be like pseudo copying off of this because I don't know all the conditions that we can automatically set and like what I'd have to create myself. To get a job, which should I pick up? I have no idea. And please teach me cybersecurity. It will be great if you share knowledge. If you're desperately trying to get into cybersecurity, I have a lot of recommendations because of just what I do, but I obviously can't guarantee anything will work or not. Service I really like for learning cybersecurity and tools, try HackMe. Pico CTF is what Pico CTF and a Hack the Box are what I've been recommended if you want to break into or learn to break into systems ethically. And that is by industry professional. Font size 40 pixels. Oh, cool. My Wi-Fi's back. Stream crashed? Yeah, no, it's back now. Apparently, maybe. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, it wasn't just me then. Yeah. As I was saying, I'm not quite sure how much of this is actually. Hold on. How does 40 pixels look? I want 50 pixels. As I was saying, I don't know how this looks on. I don't know how much of the audio gets on when it disconnects me. But back to that one person's question. Yes. Hack the Box. Pico CTF I've heard is better for beginners to like learning the steps of how to complete a CTF or capture the flag. The most common font weight. We're probably gonna mess with font family too, just to get some experience with that. So this is font weight bold. These are numbers. I'm gonna say bolder. But Pico CTF I've heard is good for beginners. Try HackMe is what I personally use and personally pay for. I do boxes there and learn from tools. I'm still on the cybersecurity 101 track, but to give reference, using that source and from what I've learned talking to other people, all my learning from there has helped translate into some practical experience in my current internship. Um, so I would say that it was 100% worth any money I've spent. Padding top. Yeah, actually, padding top might be good to mess with. Padding inline start. I wonder what that does. We want padding top though. I didn't hear completely what you said. Could you share the resource? Uh, the fuck are these? Hold on, this is padding top 80 pixels. Why are all these like random things? Um, its padding is 80 pixels. We're gonna give 60 just to see what that looks like. So this is gonna be for the text. This is not the gradient that I'm looking at currently. Oh, excuse me. Um, what are some other good resources for coding? Free Code Camp for coding specifically, I've heard is very good. I don't use it personally. Um, I just never ended up using it. I've heard it's very good though, so I don't suspect so many people would be lying about the same product. We're gonna do .grad for our gradient. Making a web is complicated. Yes, it is. So what the fuck? Oh, I'm stupid. Okay, I am. I'm very dumb. All right, that's on me. I was reading this completely wrong. Style. Um, I have asked resources for cybersecurity. Yeah. My Windows antivirus keeps telling me everything is okay on a daily basis rather than what it used to be. Starting to think this is a cry for help. No, I think that's a recent change they made. It's my bet. So what is this hashtag main name? We're gonna look that up. We're gonna use it, but we're gonna look it up. What does pound sign main mean? But my also another recommendation for cybersecurity, look for online courses. I mean, I could say like buy a Coursera course. I'm not saying that. I'm go like saying go on YouTube. We'll go cybersecurity course, and you will probably find something. Harvard has their like 24 hours of a Python college course. I'm currently doing a series that's about how to pass the CompTIA A plus certification, which is not technically cybersecurity related. It's actually technician related, but it's like one of the three base knowledge big cybersecurity exams that everyone accepts. There's Network Plus, Security Plus, and A plus. I'm shooting for A plus right now. Ray is actually getting Network Plus as his college class actually pays for it. Well, he pays for his college class and they pay for it. Hashtag main refers to HTML main element, which specifies the main content of the document. This should be unique to the document and should not include repeated elements like sidebars or navigation links. Dominant content of the web page. HTML main tag. Uh, that is not what I want. What the fuck is this? Hold on, I'm so confused. So we have what? All right, we're gonna have to figure this out in a minute. So we have body over here. Hmm, I'm confused. You are doing work for agencies? What do you mean by that? I have an internship if that's what you mean. So I get technically, but I won't say where, but that's for my own privacy though. It's not like it's critical. I'm just doing it. Actually, it's pretty much an informal internship. Um, but fuck, okay, background. Um, hmm. We're gonna comment this out. I actually, how do you comment in HTML? He explained it to me yesterday. Actually, wait, we have something commented out. It's the fuck is this? All right. How to comment something out in HTML. I remember it was just created that. Moosh, if I scrubbed the entirety of Steam to find your Steam account specifically, would you be concerned? Eh. I'm a beginner at learning JS. What would you suggest? If you're learning JavaScript, for me personally, I learned through, and I don't recommend this. I took a class in my school that taught JavaScript because that's what AP Computer Science Principles used. So we used a service called, and I don't recommend this. Um, Fuck, what was it called? CodeHS. CodeHS was our service. It's not necessarily that the service was bad, just mostly the teacher in the class. But I would go to Free Code Camp and see if they have something on JavaScript. Oh, also, like this. Oh, is that it? I'm actually stupid, aren't I? Okay, I think I'm stupid for trusting you on that one. Uh, with comments, this makes no fucking sense. You can also hide them more than one time. What? Okay, I'm confused. So it's this, and then hold on. Comments in HTML make no fucking sense. What? So it's exclamation point at the beginning and oh, oh, so confusing. It's so overwhelming. If you're talking about JavaScript or coding in general, I mean it can be, but I'm literally learning a new language right now. I barely know what the fuck I'm doing. So it's possible. Learning a language in coding, it's not there was this one college lecture I saw, and I didn't go to in person, it was a recording. But it was about this professor who knows like 15 languages or some shit. He's a professor, he knows a ton of them. And he's saying, the first language is the hardest to learn. Because the first language is where you have to learn all the logic and how things work. All right, I'm going to head off. Good night. It's 2:33 in the afternoon. All right, see you, Lazy Witch. Finally, torture session again? Yes. Um, Coding is overwhelming to learn. And it takes you to actually do it to get started. I mean, everyone's like first thing is print hello world. No matter what language, even if it's brainfuck, which is a real language, your first step is printing something, usually hello world. Okay, how the fuck do you comment something out? I'm so annoyed that I cannot figure this thing out. Can I just copy this from this one? We're gonna Control C and then Control C this. And I'm gonna teach you all a cool move. You press Windows and V, and then you can just do this. Windows and V, and you can just do this. But the fuck's it not working? I literally just copied that. What? Okay. I don't understand why that's not working. I don't understand why anything else would. Control plus slash? Is that it? That's it. I'm gonna be so pissed. Control slash? Wait, then how do I comment this out? I'm so confused. All right, whatever. But oh, I was so off track. That one guy who learned a lot of languages. It's not that he's able to memorize the syntax for every language. It's just that he learned the basic logic of coding, and then he applied it to every other language. Every language has print. Every language has if, else statements, while loops, functions. You learn those things, you'll be able to learn any language. It's always just different syntax, not usually different logic. Unless you're learning Perl, in which I've heard that they have magic fucking variables. Why they're magic, I have no idea. All I know is that they are. I went to a conference talk, and they talked about how they um, created an exploit with Perl because it uses some imaginary form of fucking variables. I don't know how it works. I just know it does, apparently. It's a CVE that they documented, but I don't know what the fucking problem was. Hold on. I'm going to check something on YouTube because I have a fear that. No? Okay. Still working. All right. I, they use like Perl's magic variables to just fucking break something. Um, I just realized I'm stupid. I could just do this. But this is just the same. Why am I being so stupid? Okay. We're gonna delete this. And we're gonna do this. We're gonna go into the body and oh, okay, I've somehow broken this. Okay, what's our warning? This is a good telltale of what the fuck I'm doing wrong. Uh, do not use empty rule sets. Oh, it's bullshit. Okay. I probably should have kept that commented just to see what I did. But yeah, whatever. Broken. It's probably broken now, and that's 100% my fault. But I will take no responsibility for. Okay, here we are. So it's height 200 pixels, background color white, and then background image repeating linear gradient. And then we have the codes. We have pound sign 090, FFF 10%, 20%. All right, interesting. So those are going to be the numbers and variables we want to fuck around with to see what causes what. So we want height. Hold on, I'm gonna go back and see what my previous height was because I don't know. Wait, actually, 12 plus body. Height. I don't know if this is gonna be the height of the entire website. If it is, shit. We're gonna do. Let's do 200 and see what happens. Because if that changes the height of the entire website, fuck. If not, oh well. My hope is that it only changes the height for the top section, in which that would be fucking lovely. We want background color. I want gray. Chocolate. Not a bad color. Uh, no, let's find a nice like deep purple. Dark violet. I like that color. Purple. Um, we want background image. Background image. And then, okay, we can see if it's in here. Linear gradient, so that's exactly what we want, actually. And then let's go to a hex code picker. Hex code picker. And, so we have the background color is dark violet. We want, like, a gray gradient. I'm gonna pick this color. We're gonna do pound sign 565551. Kind of like that color. We're gonna do black now. Let's not do black. Let's do like a purplish gray. The next color is going to be, and by the way, if okay, never mind. 5F3367. Okay. And then let's pick a third color. I kind of want to have a dark green. Yeah, let's do pound sign 186717. Yeah, it doesn't look the worst. Body contains all the visible tags. Make a separate container like header. Separate container. Hold on. Let me see how the. All right. I'm going to take your advice, but first I'm going to test this to see if it fucks everything up. And we're going to see what happens. So this is we're going to set this to 10% like how this has it. No, not 100%. You actually have one? I know where I have one somewhere. It's div? Oh, which one? I have a div, but I don't know which one you're talking. Yeah, probably both. And then we're gonna set this to 20%. The first div after image. Uh, First div after image. Oh yeah. Well, we're gonna create problems that we're gonna have to fix anyway. I will take your advice, but only after I break everything. So let's just see what that fucking does. Why not? Control S. Work. No. It wants me to save it. There we go. So you need to specify a class or ID to apply sector. I have it in the style class though. Hold on. What do I do? We're gonna change it to whatever this says. Because, oh, I'm stupid. Okay, yeah, never mind. You are actually completely right. I'm gonna make it pound sign grad just because that's gonna be easy for me to remember. So we want, this is head. We want body. You are completely right. I am fucking stupid. So we want a div. And we want everything to be in this div, apparently. No, actually, we don't want everything to be in this div. Because we want this div to be separate. We want ID equals grad. And then we have, okay, we can use that dot moosh thing that we created. So we can create another div. Is it broken? No, I want it to be like here. And then not what I wanted. Okay, that's what I wanted. And then we have class equals, oh, did that wrong? Class equals moosh. Moosh the skeleton. And then it should be fine, right? Use header tag, it fits more. Instead of a div or hold on, I'm gonna look up the header tag documentation. I know I've looked at it. Header tag HTML. Define introductory content or navigational links for a web page or section. Okay. So instead of a div, set it to header. All right. I'm guessing keeping this in a div is not the best idea, but it's not going to stop me, so we're going to see what happens. Doesn't matter. Actually, div works fine. Okay. Which page has my website in it? Where's? All right, there we are. And I wonder where everyone went. We had like 14 concurrent viewers, and then all of a sudden it just like all dropped from nowhere. Okay. This looks like dog shit. So we're gonna uncomment that. Good thing that I didn't completely destroy this. Just a semantic difference? Okay. So we're gonna save this again. And we're gonna reset the page because it looks like dog shit. Uh, okay, that looks slightly different. We're gonna change the padding. And I kind of hate how this looks. Okay. It looks so bad. Well, actually, I know why it looks bad because I kind of put shitty conditions into it. Hold on. How's the green only at 20%? Theoretically, with dark purple being the background, that should have overpowered it, right? Hmm. Why don't you try to follow some tutorials instead of steamrolling? I am following a tutorial and I'm steamrolling through it. But in my mind, this helps a little bit more because it teaches me all the mistakes that I'm bound to make anyway and tells me why the fuck they don't work. So, okay, why does this linear gradient not do the sideways thing that this did? We're gonna look at that because I was using not this one. I was using this one as an example. And I like how this gradient is. Oh, I'm stupid, aren't I? I didn't. This is a linear gradient. I wanted a repeating linear gradient. Wait, why did I press insert? Repeating linear gradient. That's why it looked like dog shit, because it was! It was wrong! Ew. What? I don't like that. Wait, was I reading the wrong ones? Hold on, wait. So this is this, and then I have to go up here for this. Oh, I have to specify to... Okay, so I was using the completely wrong one. My bad. Linear gradient to bottom right. Alright, so we're gonna have to change how we wrote that. Good to know. I'm gonna have this on my left so that I actually know which one I'm pressing this time right. So we do want linear gradient, but that one was to bottom right. I actually really like how that looked. To bottom right. Oh, I'm dumb. To bottom right. We're actually gonna, no, I don't feel like deleting it. So, and then we're gonna have the gray, and we're gonna have this. I don't think we need the second one, actually. So we could just do that, and I'm curious how it'll look. Because they format it differently on the Geeks for Geeks. I'm curious to see how it'll turn out. Hmm, I don't mind this, but I'm not a fan of it. And then this is squished for some reason. I want to make the image bigger. I want to make it... Now let's change it to 150 for height. And I want to change the statistics of this. I want to make this gray like 40%. I don't think that changes the color percentage. I actually think that changes the position percentage. And I'm right, it changes position percentage. Okay, and I want to make that big, actually. I wonder where everyone went. We had such an alive stream for a moment, and then everyone just fucking died. Jeez. Wonder what caused that. Oh well. Hmm. So we have padding top. Font size, I want to change this to, yeah, 100 should probably be good. Text align center, I like that. Font weight bolder, I like that. Padding 60, I think I want to change that to 150 as well. We're going to change this. I actually don't really like the gray to purple gradient. I want to change this. I think I kind of do. I think I kind of want to have it be an aqua to that purple, and I think I'm going to make that purple a little bit more vibrant. Slightly. I don't think that worked. I'm pretty sure I actually did that completely wrong. Let's see how that looks. 150 px, yep. Actually, I like this quite a bit more, but I'm not a huge fan of where its padding is right now. And I want to make this, actually, I want to make this banner smaller. Height 200 pixels. I want to change this to 100, and we're going to change the font size to 90. 95. 90. Let's not have it go too much. 150. Since we don't need that much anymore, we're going to do 30. Or am I forgetting the PX? PX, PX, PX. I don't think I'm forgetting PX. Think I got it. This is the image I wanted to change. This is actually what I wanted to keep at 100. This one I'm probably going to change. Is that 500%? Whatever. Whatever that's at, it's probably fine. So, okay. Closer to what I wanted. You got 150 instead of 150 pixels, did I? Yeah, I thought I fixed it. So with this being 100 pixels, 90 pixels is not very good. So we're going to change that to 50. Let's see how that looks. We're going to have it. Not like that, but I want it. Maybe I'm going to remove the padding out. Not padding amount, but like, I change this to 5, and then we're going to make the font size. Let's see what happens when we just change the padding. I think the padding is most of our problems at the moment. No, never mind. That is definitely not most of my problems at the moment. 100, 5 pixels. Yeah, that's good. That's fine. So I want the text to look nicer. I don't mind how it looks at the moment, but you know, we're gonna add some bottom padding. Actually, no. I'm gonna remove the top padding altogether. We're gonna see what happens. So Control slash. There we go. What happens when we remove the top padding? I raised it up only a little bit. What if I change my font size to make it bigger? Let's change it to 120. Save. And we will hit this. I got an idea. We're going to change this to padding bottom. We're going to change this to 110 EX. That did nothing. Okay. This is fine for now, I guess. But well, we do have the font overfilling the. If we just have 100 px, should look good then. Oh, I didn't save that, right? All right. It doesn't look as atrocious as it did before. I feel like I did this wrong. Did this change to violet for both of them? It did. I'm gonna change one of these to like an aquish color. I like that color combination, like kind of aqua and dark purple. I think dark green looks a bit nicer, but yeah, I don't hate this design. I kind of like this gradient. But I'm gonna be honest, I kind of hate how this image looks. I really like the design in the background. I just kind of hate this. And I know that this is like, I know exactly what the fuck it is because it's me, but I can notice how bad it looks. Hmm. Doesn't scale how I would expect it to. That's not really a problem I have at the moment, though. I'm not too worried about that. I like the padding. It doesn't fill the screen completely. It's not the worst. Okay. So I would add a navigation bar because I do kind of want to work on that. Problem is, we have nothing where we need a navigation bar. So, pretty pointless. But I really want to change this image. I kind of want to make the background like kind of gradient like this cool image I made. I'm really liking this though, honestly, the more I look at it. But also I realize how blurred it is in this perspective. Since I'm taking a digital arts class, I think I might end up redoing this, make it look better for a complete background. And I wonder how I can make like a repeating pattern out of it. I don't know. That'll be a problem for later me. But I think it's an interesting problem, to say the least. So we have Franklin Gothic Medium, Arial Marrow. Alright, neat. So I quite like that. But what should we do to make it nicer? Actually, change this. We're going to change the YouTube channel link. We're going to make something similar to what is on here. We're going to check this. Effect. And we're going to look at the styling for this. Oh my goodness. Can inspect element not come out any farther? No, I guess not. So we have an href down here, and then we have the label, background color, and the color. Okay, yeah. So we do. Oh, can I? I can. There we go. That's what I wanted. I don't want this. Actually, wait. This is kind of helpful. It's kind of more helpful. Border radius and background color. 36 pickles. The pixels, not pickles. I think that's what this is. Hang on. MUI button. We're going to copy this and see if it's an external library or not. Oh, this is an API. Okay. I don't really want to play with an API right now. Provides predefined and customizable React components for faster and easier web development. Oh, so this is using React? Interesting. Does it have to connect to an API with like a token or anything? That calculates something, topography, image. Interesting. So this is using a library or framework of some sort. I would personally like to try and just do this in vanilla HTML. It's probably not possible. CSS styling buttons. We're gonna see what we can do with the button. All right. Default button, CSS button. I like the CSS button more. Button colors, button sizes, padding, rounded options. Okay, we're getting closer to something interesting. Colored button borders. Interesting. Hoverables. We want hoverable. Shadow buttons. A shadow with hover is probably what we want. Disable buttons. Okay. Button width. Oh, okay. We want this with rounded and shadow. Button groups. We don't really need that at the moment. Ordered button groups. This will probably be good for a nav bar. Learn button on image. Animated buttons. Ooh, I like animated buttons. Add a pressed effect. Fade in. Click. Yeah, I don't really like the ripple effect. So I like the click button. Okay. Hmm. So in the CSS styling, they have a button option, display inline block. That. We have padding 15 by 25 pixels. I think that's this section, like around the button. So we have animated button. So we have button class and then equals the button here. So this is, would this be considered polymorphism? I think I have that wrong. Button class equals button click me. So, okay, interesting. So active, box shadow, this section, transform, which I think is the animation on click. So the active, I think, is the on click event. Hover is, well, if you need me to explain that one. And then this is the button just styling. Okay, I can work with that. So what we are going to do is we are going to make a YouTube button for the page. So let's make some styling for it. We have dot button. Actually, we're gonna have a dot butt because that's funnier and less readable. Display inline block. I think the display inline block part is the shape we generally have. So I'm not seeing anything that describes otherwise. Display. We want inline block, which I think just makes it a block of area. And then we have padding, is just the area around it so that we don't have it, being weird. I'm gonna choose the same thing that it has just because I kind of like that more. 15 pixels, 25 pixels. Yeah, I just kind of like that padding. That looks nice on it. Are we gonna center it in the page? Actually, I have an idea for that. We're going to. Hmm. Wait. Control slash. So transparent background. Okay, cool. So actually, we can have this section within our button. No, I'll add that later. So we're just going to focus on making the button usable first. So we have button class equals, we're going to have butt, and then we're going to be YouTube channel. What I want to do is style. No, not what I wanted. I want class equals, but oh, why did it do that? Why is it doing this? And then can I just do comma? No, we want semicolon. Style equals um text align center. Let's just do that real quick because I don't know if text align center will. No, yeah, text align center just does that for the button, not the. We have a bot on the Twitch stream. We have. Hmm. My brain has gone blank. What was I gonna say? Yes, we have we want to have the button in the center. What? Where is the tab with my website in it? Here it is. I'm stupid. So we have this. So we have the text being centered, but I don't know if that's from. It's definitely from this. So style. No, that's not what I want. That's not what I want to change. So center didn't seem to do much of what I wanted. We control S and we go back. Okay, yeah, that does nothing. So great to know. But we want to go back to this because I want to see what else they use. So they use font size. They have it at 24. I want this button to be much larger. Probably need to increase my padding then. For now, we're just going to double what they have. So we're going to do 48 pixels, and then we're going to up these a bit. So we're going to have this one be 30 pixel. Oh, I didn't change the pixels there. And then we're going to be 50. That should make our button about 2 times bigger. If we're just going purely based off of the padding and font size, which based on how many other fucking parts there are to this style, I'm not quite sure what that'll do. Cursor equals pointer. I don't know what that does. Does it change the look of my cursor on the website? I don't think that matters. Actually, we're gonna look that up. CSS cursor equals points. Cursor properties. Yes, this is what I want. Hmm. Uh, Waiter? Heavy. Hmm. I have no idea what it's asking me to do. Cursor CSS tricks. Cursor property in the CSS that the mouse will look like when it is located over the element. Oh, that makes a lot more sense. So we want cursor equals pointer to show people what the thing will look like. We could also probably set a custom pointer. I don't really feel like doing that at the moment. That's a possibility that we could always do in the future. Just to fuck with the user's mouse a little bit. So that's something we can always think of. Text align center. It kind of already does, but I'm going to do that just in case. Text align center. Um, Text decoration none. Oh no, we want text decoration. We want to do something. Dashed, dotted, double, line through, overline, solid underline. We're gonna do one of these options. We're gonna do overline because I've never seen that before. So outline none. Oh yeah, we're gonna have an outline. Absolutely. Let's do auto. Let's see what that does. And then we want color. I would like red, but yeah, let's have crimson. If that doesn't look good, we can always just change it back to standard. Background color. Probably have it be white, shouldn't we? Alice blue. Interesting color. We'll try that. Border, none. So we're gonna have a border in this one, obviously. We're gonna make it black. So I'm gonna pick a random color and then I'm just gonna change it. We want black. It's border radius. Wait, how do they have no border, but they have a border radius? That doesn't make any sense. We're gonna go 2%. And then box shadow. Shadow. This one has it 0.9 pixels and then pound sign 999. That's the gray they use. I actually kind of like how that looks. We're gonna do the same and assume that that'll work perfectly. Pound sign 999. Let's see how bad this looks. Oh my goodness, this looks awful. That doesn't work either. Doesn't work at all, actually. Never mind. We never set the href. Href equals. Copy this. Control C. Control V. We're gonna change from overline to not that. Text decoration. What else can we do? Bold. Try wavy and let's see how that looks. Because I've been expressly told not to do Comic Sans anymore after what happened last time. Okay, I kind of like that one. Can't press on it though. I think I need to add functionality for some reason. Why can't I press on it? Do I need to do a href equals /a? No, I should probably have it here. Like it ends here. /a. No, wait. What? Okay, now I'm confused. If I do this, okay, so a tag can't be in a tag. So we're gonna have yeah, I don't know why this is this way. I don't know how that ended up that way. That's dumb, but whatever. So now we have it's broken. Okay. Not what we wanted. Maybe I should have remembered to do this. That would have been smart. Hey, we still can't do anything with it. The button, it should have button functionality. This is the wrong page. So is anything in our button breaking it? Shouldn't. So let's do dot but hover. Hover. And then we want background color and we can change it. Background color, color. So the background color we currently have is white. We're gonna have it changed to aqua because that'd be noticeable. And we're gonna have dot but active the background color, not what I wanted. Color. This one changed it to the same color, so I'm just gonna go back to aqua again. They changed the box shadow though. Box shadow is 5 pixels and number 666. We're just gonna do that because I like how it looks. Transform, translate Y, and then we're gonna be 4 pixels. So what that does, I understand, is that it just translates it down a few pixels to make it give the illusion that it, presses. Okay, that is amazing, neat. Problem doesn't fit. So my question now, why it not fucking work? Hmm. Hmm. So we're gonna uncomment this. So we have one lame button that works and one nicer button that does not. In which we will make this look nicer in a little bit. But hmm, I'm confused now. Why does this not work? We have href. Oh, probably why. So if we go here, why is this working but this doesn't? So we have button, which changed it to the .but class. We have a. Why is href not separated? Is this the whole problem? Please, if that's the whole problem, I'm going to be very upset. That was the whole problem. Um, no, not really, because I want this to. I want the whole button to do it. Clearly, should work. So how do I make the whole button pressable? Hmm. What if we remove the A and just add href to the button class? I think we tried that before and it didn't work for some reason, but like second tries the charm. It'll work. Trust in the process. I don't, but I mean, you can if you want. So if we have a comma there, I don't know if it's comma or semicolon that I need to do that. Okay, so href does not work. Does href need to be prioritized? Hold on, wait. Yeah, let's just see. Let's just see. If href is in there, does it work? It does not. Interesting. Okay. So if we have class equals, but now we have our href still, but what do we do with it? We put it in an anchor, then it doesn't work. Hmm, an interesting problem. Um, Let's check how it does it on this website. So we wanted buttons. So href equals blah, blah, blah. Okay, so it has it here. But it looks like it has all the CSS styling in its thing, which doesn't make very much sense, but you know, whatever. Um, hmm. All right, we're gonna look at CSS buttons again. Animated buttons, button on image, button groups, button width. Oh yeah, we wanted to change button width too. That's something that'll be in a minute. Shadow buttons, overable buttons, colored buttons, rounded buttons. Also mess with that in a moment. Button sizes, button colors. Okay. How do we make the entire button change to a different page? It cannot be that hard. Hmm. Our button works in CSS, but it doesn't do anything. Uh, how to make a button, how to make a linked button in CSS/HTML. So what I want to do, I want to make an HTML button that links to another page. This is exactly what we wanted, unless the AI will give me an answer faster. That doesn't look like it's going to. Mute. Visit Google. Okay, looking at his code. Nothing in the style that changes it. Button style, visit Google. Um, I have it backwards. So the button needs to be in an anchor. href equals, and then we want Windows V. Let me do that. We actually don't do this. We do this /A. And then we have, oh no, we don't want it to be outside of the div. This. Actually, no, we want all this all the way back here. Theoretically, if we do it this way, it should work, right? Hey, there we go. And it should work no matter where we have it, right? So if we just press like the corner right here. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Fuck yeah. We did it. Okay. So we're going to delete this section because I don't like it. Fuck off. And I much prefer how this looks. So let's see if I can put this image in there too. Um, we're going to put this. Oh, not what I wanted to do. This. right here? No, then it's not in the button. Let's try this and let's see how it looks. Honestly, I don't hate that. I don't hate how that looks at the moment. So we can get rid of this image source and we probably want to pad it. We can remove the float left part because that's part of the image, right? Yeah. Let's remove the float style left. See how that looks? Actually, don't know why we did that before. I understand why we did that before. A little bit. Um, okay. Float left. We probably had that down for the reason, for a reason. So, no, without float left. Okay, float left is fuck all. Good to know. So we want to lower this to like 20. We're gonna make this 20 pixels. Pixel, pixel. We're gonna see how this looks. Way too small. 50. I think I need to pad it. If I float right. So this is float left. That's float right. Okay, we want it to stay on float left because I like how it looks better on the left. We need padding then, don't we? Padding right. We want padding right. Let's go 5%. No, let's go 10 pixels. Let's see if that fixes my problem, at least on that side. No. Honestly, if it's just a little bigger, I would like that. Um, we're gonna go 100 and 100 back to what we had it at because why the fuck not? Mm, oh, I understand why we did not have it at 100 a moment ago. What's our font for this again? For button? We have font at 48. Okay, yeah, we don't really want it that high. We want this at like 60 then. 60 is probably a good number. The problem is that the image's bounds are different. Yeah, I don't hate that. I don't hate that at all, actually. Um, can we align this to be center? Align. How do we align again? It's text align. Text align. No. How to how to align HTML button to center. Style equals text align center. Oh, so we do have to do that in the div. I was right. So div text align center. Okay, I wrote that wrong apparently. How am I supposed to write it? Okay. I did that very wrong. So we need to do it in a style segment. So style equals text align. Why is it still wrong? What? Oh, was that a dash and not an equal? It might have done that. That might have been me. Text align center. If you can save that. All right. Oh, I forgot. I forgot that actually works. Um, it just doesn't fit with the kind of thing I have going on right now. So we're gonna change that from white to, how does it look on the Fat Electricians page? What kind of color scheming does he use? I'm just curious and gonna use it as reference. Well, I'm not gonna make it like his, so. He has a yellow and gray motif. I've kind of gone for like purple and aqua, so might be more beneficial if I just do purple and aqua. So we're gonna have this be like an aqua green. And the background color is going to be a nice shade of purple. Box shadow is gonna be gray because I kind of like that. Gonna be whatever this RGB is. You are gonna be whatever that RGB is. Control S and let's see how it looks. Honestly, I don't hate this. I really like how this looks actually. Ooh, I like that. Let's make it a rounded circle because I like that look more. When we do, let's look back at the thing. I think it's border that I have to fuck around with. This is not where I want to be. I'm just gonna get out of that because I don't really need it. I don't actually need this at the moment either. We're not doing a toolbar. Where? Where's the buttons? I'm somewhere. CSS style buttons. There was a page that just had like a bunch of. Okay, here we go. We want rounded buttons. So border radius 50%. Border radius 50%. Let's see if it rounds it into a circle or with rounded edges. I don't hate how that looks. No, I kind of do. It looks neat, but I'm gonna change that. Let's change that to, let's actually see what a higher percentage does first. Then I'll decide what I want to do. I can't even tell the difference. What if we do like 30%? I mean, this is closer to what I want, but it looks fucking weird now. So I think we need to change it to a higher percentage. 40%? Maybe that'll look nicer. I want the button to be a bit wider. Button width we can have at, I think button width is our problem at the moment. Do we have button width setting already on here? We don't. Button width, we want, oh wait, it's not width, it's not button width, it's just width. Um, let's make it 20% of the page. That's what I think 20% is going to do for button width. I think that'll look nicer. We went in the wrong web page. Desktops. Ew. That looks. Ugh. I don't know why that looks wrong. Let's change it to 40%. That's already what it was getting in the center, but. No, I need something smaller. 35. No, I need smaller. I need like 25%. Nope, that was not what I wanted. No, not what I wanted. Control S. Ugh, 25% looks shitty too. Let's try like 32%. Maybe that'll be a good compromise. Nope, it looks like shit. Okay. Rounded edges look so bad. Um, Maybe because I have the border radius at a percent. Maybe if I did a pixel amount, it'd be better. Kind of? I mean, this one doesn't look that bad. I want to round its edges a bit more. Let's see what that looks like. So we have width at 32%. We have border radius at 40%. 40 pixels, my mistake. Change it to 50 pixels. Does it thicken it or change its... Ooh, I actually kind of like that. It's growing on me. Let me change this to... Is there a boldest? I can't remember if there actually is or not. We wanted... Where do I have the font for this? There we go, font size. Uh, oh, we don't have font weight in this. All right, I want to see how much this changes it. You know what? I don't hate that. I kind of like it. All right. I don't hate that. Yeah. So we're gonna make a second button. And this will be for... Okay, we're gonna see how this looks. Probably bad since I made it way longer. Um, okay, not the worst. I want a break in between actually. We're gonna put a break in between. Yeah, I think that's a fair amount for a break. So we're gonna go to the day shift. I'm actually not hating how this is turning out so far. It's not the worst. I'll say that. Um, hmm, where is it? I need to find my own channel. Oh, there it is. Day shift. Yeah, like none of the videos have any views on them, but that's fine. So we want this, and we want to go to code. So I know we won't see the visual change, but I just want to make sure that it actually goes to this channel now. Okay. Did we do this one where it goes into a separate window? No, we did not. So other page. How to make a button link go to a new tab. We want it to open a new tab, not a new window. All right. Target blank ensures that it goes into a new tab. Oh, that's easy. So we just want to make it go into a new tab. That's not that hard. I'm guessing it has to be in this area, so we're gonna have a target equals blank. Yep. And then target. Wonder if we can have it overwrite another tab. It's not black blank. So, assuming this works. Nope, it didn't. Did I not save this? Or does it have to go into a different area? Oh, this actually doesn't look good. That's not supposed to be there. So just to make sure that this works, we're going to save that and we're going to go to this page. Okay. This one goes to the skeleton. This one goes to the day shit. Wait, what? Hold on. Wait. Didn't are both of these the same? Div. Oh no, I put it in the ahref. I put this one in the div, didn't I? Stupid, stupid me. I thought I put it in the right spot. So we are going to have target equals underscore blank. Neat. So theoretically, both of these then should. Yep. Nice. Nice. All right, perfect. That worked very well. Um, yeah, I am not liking this very much anymore. I like how it fills the page, but I'm gonna be honest, this part is just eh. This part is much nicer. Hold on, I'm gonna go open GIMP and see if I can open this file. I don't know if I have the file saved. That's gonna be different if I have the image saved. Because I know I have the image saved, I have it, but like, is the file saved? That is a different beast altogether. In which I really fucking hope it is. That would be very convenient. But if not, we're just gonna have to figure it out. Alright. GIMP open. I don't actually know where the file explorer part's gonna pop up, so open. Shouldn't open here. It should open here. Okay. Uh, gonna go to models. It shouldn't be in here, but oh, forgot I had this one actually. Hold on. I forgot this was an image file that I was going to use as a background at one point. I used it as a reference, but I don't hate how this looks actually. You know what? This is giving me kind of an idea of something we could do for the website. We could have it so that the sides are more like decorative and animated, and that there's sections that have the buttons on them that you can go to the channels for, like an animated background. We totally could do that. Problem is, can I animate it? The answer is no. That's an easy answer. However, what we can do is learn SFM, import it as a GIF, and see how that works. Okay, I'm angry at myself now because that idea sounds great, and I know that'd be a pain in the ass for me. Okay, we're gonna go to the original files folder. I have a bunch of memes in this file, so they're not all. Where is it? Should be under like banner.xcf or something, or like new banner.xcf. I cannot fucking name files to save my life. The Bibble? What is this one? Not loading. Why is there the Bibble 2? It's probably some stupid fucking model I made for a video and then never used again. Um, Nugget Thumb? What does that mean? New YouTube banner. Okay, yeah, I have the new YouTube banner PNG. Oh, I have the XCF. Oh, that's great. I do have the XCF file, actually. This is wonderful. So let's see what happens when I hide this guy. Okay, it kind of looks like shit. Hmm. I don't like how blurry it looks and like the fate kind of outline it gives. Let's export this, honestly. Okay, I'm gonna like temporarily put something over the stream because I don't know if this is gonna like show a bunch of files. Export as. You want webbg.png. Let's just throw this into the thumbnails folder. Okay, it changed to a different fucking desktop. That's not what I wanted. There we go. Export the file. Should be fine. We're just gonna drag this file over here and we're gonna that. Okay, perfect. Perfect, 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 perfect. And now I have to find that file and move it over to my documents page so I can just use that. So it should be under webbg.png. There we go. We're going to throw it into documents. And then we're going to go into VS Code and we're going to change this. No, this is the YouTube icon PNG. We don't want to change that. We want new banner.png to be webbg.png. This one. The very so. Let's see how it looks. It'll probably look like dog shit, but I don't really care. Honestly, I like this way more. Hold on. Hold on. Let's... We don't need this in separate divs, actually. We can totally do this way. How do I have this as the background at the same time that I do this? I guess I'm gonna have to make another div to encapsulate all this. Huh? What'd I do? Div. Oh, I want slash div. And we're gonna have to change all this just because I want it to be formatted in a uniform way, which is contradictory to what I'm doing, but... And yes, I know there's a more efficient way I could be doing this, but I also don't care. I'd rather do it my way than do it the correct way. Which is not a very good way of approaching things, but it's just how I do it sometimes. And we could have this image source in the larger div. And we're gonna // this. We're gonna move the break be here. This either completely fucked up the page or made it look way better. It did fucking nothing. Okay. I don't know what the problem is. Well, it didn't break everything, so it's not bad, but hi guys, I'm new here. Sorry I'm late. Hey, big legs. That's all right. Um, hold on. Who messaged me on Discord? Oops. What are you up to now? Still web development. I've learned quite a bit more, and I'm fucking around with divs more, and I'm trying to see if this will work. But I, hey, it's not. I'm not new here. I'm here now. I know. I'm well aware. That's actually really funny though, because we had a peak of 14 people on at the same time, and there was people like asking for coding advice and like giving and like talking about web dev, and then all of a sudden everyone just disappeared in like a minute, and we went from 14 viewers to one in like a matter of minutes. So like yeah, at 2:20 we had 14 people. By 2:30 we had like two. It's a weird change that happened that fast. Oh, I suddenly remembered a thing I didn't tell you earlier. All right. Um, in your previous stream, yes. Hmm. You tried inserting a break tag to insert a line break, I believe. Yeah, and it seemed to do nothing. I That probably happened because I probably put it in the wrong spot. That's what my bet is. Why is it not doing this? Hmm. If I do this, does indenting matter? No, not seem to. Boom. Oh wait, that actually worked. I did not expect that to work. It did nothing still. Okay. Hold on, wait a minute. Why is this div broken again? What? Working perfectly fine earlier. God damn it, what's broken now? Div, a, button, a, break, a, button, div. It all seems to be lined up. Why is it's not working then? Hmm. All right. Is my connection stable or no? I just want to make sure. Yeah, it says my connection is stable. We've been streaming for 2 hours. I think I'm gonna know. I think I'm gonna go another half hour maybe if I do continue. Keep chugging along. Um, Actually, I have to cook dinner today and can't do much, so I'll have to leave. All right, probably. Hmm. Hmm. This is in the div now. Why are these buttons not overlaying onto it? This is a small predicament. I thought it had to do with layering, but there must need to be a property I must change. Is it because they're in a div they can't? No, but that doesn't make sense because they're all in the div. Um, how to overlay buttons on an image. Oh, in I should have been more specific in HTML. It's probably using CSS instead of HTML, but image hover overlay. No, that's not what I want. Also not what I want. How to add a button to an image. No, it's not what I want either. How do I have a button over image using CSS? Yep, exactly what I want. Thank you, Stack Overflow. Um, background repeat. Okay, this is really funny. I am new to CSS, so sorry if this question is stupid or too simple. I don't know how to do it. I need to place a button over the image. How should I do? It should look like this. And we have Counter-Strike source. And it looks like vaguely Russian text. Uh, if I understood correctly, I would change the HTML to something like this. Div ID shop. What's a JS fiddle? I probably shouldn't press that link randomly. I have a very bad habit of pressing links when they appear, and that has never gotten me well. So his problem is that hmm. Yeah, it's not really helping me mentally. I need a different explanation. Button on image. Yeah, let's try this actually. Okay, so dot container image, container.btn, position absolute. Okay, maybe that's what I need. Class equals container. Hmm. I want to do container image. So this will require us going into more CSS. This is my fucking favorite. Container. We want. We don't really need a background color. Oh wait, no, I'm looking at the wrong fucking thing. Width, 100%. Oh wait, I think it's wrong. Width, 100%. Height, auto. And then we do class equals container for the div. To my knowledge, this should work. Class equals container. I think I spelled container wrong, but whatever. Why is this wrong? Oh, okay, I see why it's wrong. There we go. So let's see what happens when we do this. Did fuck all. All right, that's not what I want. So, oh no, I have it over here. Container dot button position absolute top 50%, left 50%. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna copy this code right here. I don't really. Wait, did they put that class on the button? I'll need to just add this to my button display already then. We're only gonna change the position because the transform doesn't make sense to. Yeah, the rest of the stuff doesn't make any sense to change. So we're just gonna plop. No, that's not what I want to do. Plop. And we're gonna see if this works. If it doesn't, oh well. If it does, Oh, not what I wanted, but I guess it refreshed it. Ooh. Fuck. Where'd that button go? It just, it fucking disappeared. Oh, it's because I have two buttons. It probably fucked it. Um, let's see if this was the problem. There was a more efficient way to do that. I don't know why I didn't. That had no effect on it, so it was definitely with the changes we made. Hmm. We change it from position absolute. Pressing the wrong fucking buttons. Okay, position absolute is not what we want. The position absolute is what puts it over the. If we change it back to position absolute, but we have none of those other settings. Why do I keep pressing OBS to get into the website? I am so goddamn stupid. Yeah, it's not what I want. How do we have it turning the width and height of these so far? 60 pixels and 60 pixels. No, that's the image source actually. You don't have much in the way of where the thing itself should be. Style equals. No, we already have the div centered though. That doesn't make any sense. Hmm. If the div is cent, the div is centered. Why isn't this centering? Unless it doesn't see the center is. No, that shouldn't be fine. For some reason, this is fucking doing something weird. Hey, that didn't have any effect on it. We're gonna remove container, and we're gonna remove position absolute. Okay. I'm gonna open OBS real quick. How long have we got? We're at 2 hours and 9 minutes into the stream. Jeez. How much progress we've gotten done. The website looks slightly nicer. All right. I'm very happy with the progress we've gotten today, though. I feel like I've learned quite a bit more, especially about CSS and the HTML side of things. I am quite enjoying it. Quite enjoying it. Wow. So now I'm even more confused, though. How, why, where, when, who? We're gonna search. Hmm. Um, so that changes that. What happens when I remove the position absolute? Position absolute just fucking goes crazy. Hello, hello again. Paradise from above. The only one that you love. Life could be a dream. Sweetheart, hello, hello again. Oh, whoa, whoa. Okay, so container feels like it does almost fuck all nothing. Hmm. Interesting. So container, if we set the position to relative, might actually be what we want? Question mark? Hopefully, if we set position, relative, like best case scenario, it works. It fucking doesn't. All right, great, amazing. Well, I think that's gonna be it for today, actually. How long have we gone? 2 hours and 13 minutes, almost 2 hours 15. Thank you everyone who tuned into the stream. I know there's quite a lot of people earlier. To see you all again soon. Tonight I am planning on setting up a Plex server and eventually we will get to making that blog on our website. I'm glad for the progress that I've been able to make today, as mostly aesthetic and minimal as it seems to be. I'm proud of progress. Anyway, comments, criticism, and suggestions are always welcome. If you want to join the Discord to get updates on when streams will be and polls, votes and polls on them, join the Discord, as well as updates on videos. Anyway, that'll be it. It's been me, Moosh. See you later.